What we know as the circle of life shows that all living creatures are linked together in some way. We as humans need to do our part in order to protect nature's gifts, especially those that are endangered, in order to sustain the circle of life. One cause of endangerment is habitat destruction. Habitats are constantly being altered and modified. When changes occur at a fast pace, there is no time for a species to react and adjust to the changes correctly. Human activity is the leading cause of rapidly changing habitats. According to the World Wildlife Fund, this has put species extinction at least 100 to 1,000 times greater than it has been in the past. Destruction and pollution from humans' interactions with nature leads to changes in global climate as well. The rainforest houses many different types of animals, as well as some that are endangered. These rainforests now occupy half the land they did 100 years ago. This is only 2% of the Earth's surface. Another thing that affects wildlife is overexploitation. This means that a species may become severely endangered or extinct due to the rate in which a species is being used. An example of this would be the unrestricted whaling during the 20th century that brought many species of whales to a very low population number. Many endangered animals are overhunted in order to meet high demands for parts which could be used in medicines. Overexploitation can affect birds, mammals, amphibians, reptiles, invertebrates, and plants. Another thing that can affect endangerment is the introduction of exotic species. Native species do well in a specific geographical area and are well adapted to their environment. Exotic species are introduced to new environments by human activities, either accidentally or intentionally. They can disrupt the delicate ecological balance and can produce unintended but harmful consequences. When exotic species prey on native species, it can alter the natural habitat and cause greater competition for food. Introducing foreign species has caused the endangerment and extinction of hundreds of species during the past 5 centuries. There are many reasons why we need to save these endangered animals. Some ecological reasons are to maintain healthy ecosystems. Plants and animals are the foundation for a healthy ecosystem. Humans depend on these ecosystems to purify the air, clean the water, and supply them with food. It is estimated that losing one plant can trigger the loss of up to 30 other insect, plant, and higher animal species. There is also a recreational purpose for saving these animals. Plant and animal species form America's multi-billion-dollar, job-intensive tourism industry. Every year, over 108 million people participate in wildlife-related recreation. This could include observing, feeding, and photographing wildlife. Over $59 billion is spent annually in America on traveling, lodging, equipment, and food to engage in wildlife recreation. In order to keep these resources, we need to preserve plant and animal life. There are also commercial reasons why we should save these species. Many wildlife species are commercially raised, which contributes to the local and regional economies. An example of this is harvesting freshwater mussels. It creates 10,000 U.S. jobs and contributes over $700 million to the U.S. annually. Unfortunately, almost 50% of these freshwater mussel species in North America are endangered or extinct. There are many animals that are endangered, but a few specifics could include the African elephant, which has a reduction of over 50% of the African population over the last 3 generations, based on an index of abundance. The red wolf, which is classified as critically endangered species due to the estimation that the population consists of less than 50 adults, and the giant panda, which exists only in severely fragmenting subpopulations, consisting only up to 250 mature adults. There are a few laws that have been put in place to protect endangered species. One of these is the Endangered Species Act. This act prohibits the importation, the exportation, taking, and commercialization in interstate or foreign commerce of fish and wildlife and plants that are listed as threatened or endangered species. The Antarctic Conservation Act provides the conservation and protection of the fauna and flora of Antarctica and the ecosystem upon which the fauna and flora depend. The primary prohibitions of the Act make it unlawful for any citizen to take any native bird or mammal or plant
Keep going.
and to possess, sell, offer for sale, deliver, receive, carry, transport, import, export, or attempt to import or export from the United States any native mammal or bird taken from Antarctica. There's also the African Elephant Conservation Act. The purpose of the Act is to provide additional protection for the African elephant. The Act establishes an assistance program to the elephant-producing countries of Africa and provides for the establishment of an African Elephant Conservation Fund. There are many things we can do to help. We can protect habitats permanently by creating national parks, nature reserves, wildlife foundations, wilderness areas, and other places. When visiting parks, make sure you always follow the wildlife codes. Follow fire regulations. Leave your pets at home. Leave flowers, eggs, logs, and rocks where they are. Don't litter. You can also make space for wildlife at your home by planting flowers, buying a bird feeder or bird bath, starting a compost pile. You should recycle, reduce, and reuse as much as possible. Use public transportation when available, and save energy when not in use. Make sure when you plant plants, you plant those that are native to your area. This can attract the native birds, insects, and maybe even other threatened species. If everyone works together, we can help to save those endangered species from extinction and make this place better for our future.